Hey, welcome back to the channel. How do we know if it's time to stop using guided meditations? It's a bit of an interesting question that I've been asked by somebody that is a regular meditation practitioner. However, they're not really sure if it's time to stop using a guided meditation and just try to go it alone. It's a bit of an interesting concept really, because we can sometimes be held on to the need of a guided meditation, and in some levels it can sometimes hold you back a little bit, although not always. And it really depends on the individual. It depends on where you are. And now, as a meditation teacher and practitioner, I still use guided meditations, and I think that they are an intrinsic part of a meditation development of your own individual journey. But there also comes a point within that journey where you can start to branch out on your own. Maybe you want to actually make your own meditations or make your own guided meditations or music. So we need to have like a good understanding of how a guided meditation is kind of like laid out, and how we go into it and how we guide people into a nice meditative state, and also how we bring them back out. So that is one side of it, of the understanding of what a guided meditation is, and maybe you want to go down that practice of creating your own meditation. But when do you actually know as a practitioner yourself that it's time to stop using guided meditations and start to just go on to a meditation practice of either just sitting in silence and sitting in the silence of the meditation, or maybe using gentle music or nature sounds in the background, which are also a great way to help deepen the experience of the meditation. Still, as a practitioner of meditation, I've used meditation for over 20 years now, and I still like to use gentle music in the background. I also enjoy sitting in meditation in quietness and not having any sounds, and just focusing on the sound of my breath and maybe the sound of things that are going on around me. But what I found after around about maybe 15 years of using guided meditations, that I did feel some restriction in some way, because they always seem to take me on the journey of that meditation. Whereas sometimes I wanted to go on the journey myself in my own meditation, within my own sort of practice of just following wherever my spirit calls me to go to. So after a while, what I discovered and what I found was I was actually getting quite annoyed by listening to a guided meditation. I found it as more of a distraction than assisting me. So for me personally, that is kind of a message for me, that it's time to deepen or expand my practice slightly of where I am currently. And you may find this as well, where you may be doing something, or you may be in a meditation, or you may be doing some sort of healing practice, maybe like a Reiki session, self-healing session on yourself, and you may find that actually you just can't settle. You're a bit fidgety, and you're trying to use the guided meditation, you're trying to follow the video, but it's not getting you in the right space, it's not getting you in the right mindset. And it might not be because of the guided meditation. The guided meditation is probably perfectly fine and does what it needs to, but you've now evolved, and your journey and your meditation practice has evolved, and it's time to try something else. It's time to step into your own shoes and your own way of being, and discovering your truth and who you really are, and going on to a meditation path of not using a guided meditation and just trying music without being guided, and just follow your breathing and see where it takes you. And what you will probably find, and what I find as well, is when you don't use a guided meditation, and when you just work on yourself and you're just in that space on your own for however long it might be, then it takes you that little bit deeper. You start to find out more about yourself. You start to be more sort of self-conscious. And the other thing that happens as well during guided meditations is you might fidget, you might not be settled, but because you've got the guided meditation on, it's kind of like it's helping you in some way, but it's also distracting you in a way as well. But when you're sitting with yourself in the meditation, you're actually more aware of you. You're more aware of what you're doing. You're more aware of if you're fidgeting, or if you're twitching, or if you're seeing colours, or you might be seeing faces, or whatever it might be. You become more aware of it. And when you become more aware of that kind of maybe like a restless energy where you're just twitching and fidgeting and you just can't quite get settled, then again, it's another time to try and deepen your practice a little bit. But how do we go that little bit deeper? Really, it really is individual to you. And what I try to do, and what I still do, is if I get to those points where I just can't quite get into it and I just can't quite connect to that nice meditative state, then I start to use more of a mindfulness practice where, to begin with, I just follow my breathing and I'm just aware of my belly rising and falling. I'm aware of the cooler entering the nose and leaving the nose. I might be aware of the sensation of my feet, or maybe put my awareness in my hands, and I will just try to feel and put my awareness in various parts of the body. And that will help take me deeper into the body, into the self. And the deeper I go within the self, the deeper you become within your meditation practice. And that's kind of like what I like to use. Other things that you can use to really help deepen that with a mindfulness practice is like staring into a candle flame. A really great focal point that you can just watch and you can just observe. And obviously you're meditating with your eyes open. The other thing that I find as well, when you meditate with your eyes open, you become more aware of the vast array of colours that are actually surrounding us, that are normally out of our everyday vision, because you're staring for so long that your whole room and your surroundings, you will just see an array of colours. And these are also the colours that you see when your eyes are closed, but now you're seeing them with your eyes open. So it's a little bit psychedelic, to be fair. It can be a little bit trippy when you do it for quite a long period of time and you get used to it. But that's what I would say. So if you're at a point where your meditation practice is kind of like gone a little bit stale and you just can't quite get into it, or you can't get past a certain point, or you want to try and get that little bit deeper, then try meditating either in silence, with a candle flame, with a focal point, or just using gentle music, nature sounds in the background. I have some on the channel as well, so head over. Actually, I'll link a couple of them below in the descriptions box if you want to just go over and just listen to some nature sounds and some gentle music to help you, and just put that on in the background. And see how they help. See how they help your meditation practice and how they help you deepen your practice a little bit as well. So just a little bit of food for thought and a few little tips. So if that's where you're at currently with your practice, and I know I've had a couple of questions with regards to this, then try that and see if that helps, just to help you take that little bit deeper step into your self-awareness and your mindfulness practice. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. If you do enjoy the content on the channel, please do subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, do comment below. It all helps with the algorithm for the channel, for this channel to get seen, for it to continue to grow, for it to succeed, because this channel is not just about me, it's also for you. It's for you guys. It's for all this community to connect, to be at one together, and to find that way to navigate through life when we just need to find a little bit of balance, a little bit of harmony in each and every day. Until the next video, much love, do take care of yourselves, and bye for now.